Guys, deluded Gooner, Mr. Sauce on Spill, the only YouTuber you learn anything from. Everybody knows about Kyle Walker-Peters now, open secret. You guys have known I've spoken about him for a long time in my early vids about Spurs, saying he could be one to come through. You saw him at the under-20s. But I'm not here to sing his praises and things. I'm happy for him. I actually think exactly how he plays. If I was a footballer, I know I told you guys I'm a fullback. That's exactly how I play, somewhat like Kyle Walker's. He's an April's baby as well. North Londoner. I know he plays for the Ops, but he's a North Londoner, so there's a lot I like about him. 20 years of age. He's made 3 appearances for Spurs. I think 2 in the Premier League, obviously 1 in the Carling Cup. And he's making great strides. He's in the first team now. He's making great strides in the Spurs thing. But why I rate him more, yes, he was named Player of the Youth Academy Player of the Year or month a couple times, and he's a very consistent and hard worker, and he was a very good, highly rated player in Spurs' academy. But this is a man who could have been released, admittedly, by Tim Sherwood if he was still in charge. Made references to his height, calling him the smallest of the rat or whatever. Happy to see that knowledgeable players and managers like Pochettino, Reigns, Supreme, and people like Tim Sherwood are proved wrong time and time again. He's come a long way. Last year, just over a year ago, he was on trial at Roda in the, I think they're in the Dutch second league. Forgive me if they're in the first league, but I believe they're in the second league. He was on trial there with a view to moving there on loan. Now, I don't know why there in particular. Could have been for many reasons. Were any English clubs interested? I believe Wigan was, so that might not be one. Did Spurs consider that the best place for his development, away from the hype, a more technically based league and things like that? There were concerns over the long balls that side play. So I don't know. We don't know why it was there. Only him, his agent, advisors, and Spurs know. And you Spurs fans, I don't know. I'm only speaking as someone outside looking in. I rate that. That shows what happens when you get your head down, work hard, and things like that. This guy imagine it happened. He was on the verge of playing in Holland's second league. He's now a first teamer on the bench against Chelsea. He could have actually retained his place because of his performance against Newcastle. He could have conceded a pen, but generally good performance from the man. It's amazing the 12 months that followed his little proposed loan move in Holland. It's amazing what he's done. Promotion to the first team, appearance for the first team, living every young boy's dream. In the first team now, playing Premier League football, under 21 champion, new deal as well by Spurs, all within 12 months from getting his head down. And it ultimately shows football, like I tell you guys, it's a game of opinions. You could be a manager and someone could tell you this player is their best thing since sliced bread. You've got to play him in the academy. He's their best one since blah, 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 X, Y, Z. If you think he's crap or you don't think he's levels, the career there is not going to happen while you're in charge. On the flip side, if you think if he is crap and you think he's the best thing since sliced bread and you play him, he gets a career. It's about opinions. I'm not saying anybody thought Kyle Walker-Peters was crap in their academy by any stretch. Clearly he wasn't. I'm just saying it shows you what you can do if you get your head down and work for 12 months. It shows you football is a game of opinions. Even if we look at Iwobi could have headed out on loan. He's now a first teamer at Arsenal. I'm happy to see young players get chances, seize their chances, managers show faith in them and things like that. He's a versatile player as well, man. For me, I think he's completely different to his namesake, Kyle Walker. They both go forward. They're very. You could class them as attacking fullbacks, but for me, he's more steady Eddie type. He does his job. He can go forward, but he's less adventurous than Kyle Walker. There's nothing wrong with that. Different players. He can be a competent right back. He can play on the left like he did against Scotland's under 21s. He's also done that for England at youth level before, and even Spurs against Chelsea's under 23s at Spurs that I went to earlier in the year. So yeah. He's a versatile player, and he could be a versatile. He can push Trippier at right back or Davis at left back to get a spot. Whether it's pushing for a first team spot, pushing to be an option in that Spurs side. Ultimately, he's a first team player now, and he's 20. It's down for him to kick on, but I have to rate the come up because he could have been in the wilderness in Holland, and sometimes you don't come back from these loans and things like that. He's come back because a lot of people like myself rate him, but you've got idiots who talk about height and all of this nonsense, and he's proven them wrong. And I'm happy to see it. Yeah, he plays for the Ops, but I'm happy to see it. Guys, deluded Gooner, I'm signing out. Shout out to Kyle Walker-Peters. Just a quick little vid. I thought, let me do this.